not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. With your steam, she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of God. Welcome to the road, where all the mist is sold. For the love of God, Uganda. On the streets, the story's right. All the new, the shine the bright. The old one needs the men so much that we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's gotta tell. Feel it right, you see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. With your steam, she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track car, no games to play. Restore the bus, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Even over a TX5, we'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Styling, music, meeting moves, we teach you more than just photos. Real tools from the basics of trucking, and car, get stuff. If you knew overseas on bed, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's even not it, drive it proud. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the peace. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. With your steam, she break it down. Helping every number in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Good morning, my people. How are you doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Friday, Question Friday. The weather doesn't want me to run. I am wanting to run, but I don't know. I don't know. But how was your night, my people? Master Zebulungi Muyombia Mark, motion by Benji Panga Godfrey, Richard Wanga, Aishuka Blair, Lawrence Biamukama, Lawrence Omule, Ricky Chikawa, Dasha 256, HD Musa Romeo, Sereko Starch Events, CBK, good morning. Gilbert Amanya, Katamba Isaac Katene, Mulamik, Kato Muhammad. Guys, good morning. I want to show you something. It's going to lead to my question. I just want to find a safe place. Park, then I show you that thing. And then I'll pose my question to you. Because it's also very important that we ask ourselves that important question. Because we're to say one. I don't want to say anything before I show you that video. Yesterday alone I saw 2 videos, and those 2 videos are leading us to literally the same thing. But this one I saw it today morning before I set off from home. So guys, the rain mujiraba, enkuba mujiraba, mugure moroka. You people buy cars. I don't know. The people that don't have cars, I don't know. Enkuba I like Etonya Uganda yonna. How do you run in town? Like where? I run in a field. You don't see my posts. I run in a field. Let me park here, guys. I show you. I run in a field. So let me show you guys. Look here. I want to show you this video, and first increase the volume, reduce this one, and make sure that the microphone will also pick us up.
fallen. 90-year-old Annie was taking a walk in her garden when she tripped over a stone. Nearby, Justin, a delivery driver, happened to see her fall. He immediately rushed over, helped her up, and escorted her safely back home. Annie thanked him sincerely, saying, "If it weren't for him, I don't know how long I would have been lying there." But just as Justin was about to leave, he was stopped by Annie's family. They were furious, accusing him of pushing her down in the first place. Justin repeatedly denied it. "I didn't push her, I just helped her up." But Annie's son, Ben, snapped back. "If you didn't push her, then why did you help?" Angry and frightened, Justin called the police. Yet when officers arrived and asked Annie what had happened, she claimed Justin had pushed her. With no surveillance cameras nearby, Justin had no way to prove his innocence. Ben then demanded $500,000 in compensation. Determined to clear his name, Justin went public with the story online, hoping to find any witnesses who might have seen what really happened. Millions of viewers rallied behind him. Some accused Annie's family of extortion, while others warned, next time you help someone, make sure you record it. A pizza delivery driver was ordered to pay $500,000.
You guys have seen that? Ngasinda simbula mbaddiremu oba mukalabye mukategedde. Answer me, mukalabye mukategedde. And then of course let me put my poll. Mukalabye video. Like, how should we handle helping? And of course, the first answer is help, but record everything. Second is don't help. It's trouble. Mukaleka video banka baddiremu. Let me just put a third one. I help and hope for the best. So I'm starting the poll. Mukaleka video. Good. Mukalabi. So now I saw another video yesterday. And in that particular video, a guy, a chick was crossing the road. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the video as well. Chick was crossing the road and she was on her phone. She had headphones on, and a car was going to hit her. And the guy rushed and grabbed her and pulled her out of the road. Now, it was on camera. That was on camera. Everyone saw. But after he saved her, the chick sued the guy, and she said he touched her inappropriately. So those are two videos that I've watched. The first one I've showed you. Guy says he helped a chick, an old woman who had fallen. He helped her up and then took her to her house. We even see footage in the house. The woman thanking him. He goes out. The children come and are enraged, and then they ask for $500,000 US because they say he pushed her. The second one that I saw that some of you guys might not have seen is a video of a guy that clearly was on video helping a woman who was going to be knocked down by a car because she was on her phone and listening to music or listening to whatever was on her phone. Yeah. And the chick went ahead to sue him, saying that he touched her inappropriately and he evaded her privacy. So my question here now, and of course I put this perspective. I used to be one person that helps everyone. I used to be that kind of person. I think I even shared a story. Here of one of my neighbors when I didn't have kasanga te yanvuma. Not once, not twice. Mirundi ngesatu paka when nagambo wayo ono mukazi ntwara ko wachi. Ogwasoka te yanvuma na buvumi yampe mulanga atayine muwala we. Ogwokubiri nampe mulanga ali yekka. Ogwokusatu yayine muwala we ningambo wayi byokutwara ko kambi vyo kati ngenda bwa muzange zibeera waggulu. Oba neteka ko music nefula atakulabye. Neno jendi I used to take people, but then I stopped it because I realized sometimes it's risky to take people. You might get harmed, they may get harmed, and wherever they get harmed, you're at fault or you're responsible. And then there was a story on CBS shared, I think, Yanyono guy, Wycliffe Muyombia sharing. I think I've talked about this before. He shared Nagamba, he was going to work. He phoned kids, Nabasamu Moroka. The car refused to brake. When the car refused to brake, he had an accident and the kids were harmed. The parents came and said, did we ask you to take the kids? So he was in trouble for that. No one actually believed that he helped. Then there's another story I have of a friend of mine. He was driving a lorry. And then on the way, they asked him to take them. Now he drove. He did not know that someone fell off the truck. One of the guys he had taken fell off the truck. So he had to take care of that person, pay the bills at the hospital, and also take care of his family because apparently the guy was making a minimum of 50,000 a day. So he had to make sure the family received 50,000 every day. Yeah. On top of that, he had to make sure that the guy, until he gets well in the hospital. So the guy wasn't getting well. And I think it's something that they do intentionally. They just don't get well. So that you keep giving their family money. Guy not duka ne ye wamba na achusane namba yisimu. Right? So, and some of those stories I cannot verify, like the lorry story, but the guy told me it happened. I can't verify that it happened, but he told me it happened. Yeah, Abe Muchibi Yariku Radio. I'm sure some of you guys are about Buuza CBS episode. So I saw something like that for a baby falling. I think I also saw the one for the baby falling. Omwana yagwa, olina agamba lwachi wa mukute. Wali mulese na agwa bibie. So for me, I am one person. I think you guys saw Olnaku accident Northern Bypass. There's a time I had an evening broadcast at 9 p.m. Or Dabakabinaku border. And some of you guys were asking, Atharwacho Iseo Wisi. Which right? Like, what could I have done? What could I have done? So there is also another video of a man who rescued a woman who was about, that's the video I'm talking about, Mark. At times you feel like I shouldn't help. I found out the church in Somalia. Since I bought a Fielder model 2007, I have changed the ACP times, but still in vain. It just works for only 1 week and it goes off. What could be the problem? You need to get someone that is not a robber to come and actually look at AC. And remember, guys, the thing I told you about AC, I never guarantee AC. I make sure I tell you, if you can avoid repairing AC, avoid. Right? Because AC, na guarantee. There are people that can work on AC na akora. AC was started ya akora. Atenga AC was started, I'm sure, for like 20 years about data akora. But I think even 30. But AC was started ya akora. So it depends on who repairs it, and also depends on how far you're willing to go in repairing it. The problem. I have changed the AC pump 3 times. So the AC pump is not the problem, clearly. K. Jovan, hi. Quick question, Arthur. My Ractis 2008 keeps bringing engine check light from time to time. What could be the issue? You need to put a diagnostic machine on that car. Jirete is that diagnostic in the machine ya mitwale isatu ate njirina wano. Njirina. You bring, I eat some money from you. Is a diagnosis is okay, yes, at Janginz nga Athowa machine. Teleco machine at Ractis Nazitegera. It was so wrong when you chemias Mukagas in each Maramunaku. Don't help broke poor people. Giovanni Bwagamba. Male Joseph Kayongo. Obidabe video jirabye. Sadeka zibwe hi. Helping is human, Mr. Arthur. But the bigger question should be, what circumstances should one help? Some people are so pesky and could literally force you. Akosika tegedde statue live kuli mukweragira ku dasha. Wakakati oluzungu lwoyogera obadde kati olwogera nga ko paka dasha bwe mwakwatagana ne dasha wano kati oluzungu lwoyogera sebo. Oluzungu lwoyogera bali teacher. I watched a video on TikTok of a lady that had lunch with a neighbor's kid because she was hungry. Nafa. Then she was taken to prison. Nze siwa mwana mmere. Omwana omuto simuwa mmere. Enjala ne bwebe muluma. Simuwa mmere. And this I got from the community where we grew up. Council Patrick Asiko, good morning. So guys, the question is, how should we handle helping others? And of course, guys, today is Question Friday. Question what? Question Friday. Today is Question Friday. You can ask your question. How should we handle helping people? And of course, option 1 is help but record everything. Number 2 is don't help. It's trouble. And of course, help and hope for the best. Now, for me, I'm not for help and hope for the best, because what if the best does not happen and the worst happens? You end up in prison, life imprisonment. Like ngono muvubuka omukazi gwe yagambe evading privacy. Basobola musibe emyezi nga 8. Do you know what it means to be in prison for 8 months? Naye no mwana waka change avuga biki. Webona mutomera nga agamba ki. Nti abemoroka bavuga bubi. Good morning, Mark Suna. How are you? Munange athe nakuno starch ayogera English alinganda gako. Nze nkugambye dasha byonna byokozesa starch. Bivemu ebibala kubanga kati starch oluzungu lwayogera nze sirutegera. Mukalabya akagamba akanemi okusoma je kaliko. Ebigambo ebimu starch alinga yebiyiyi naga kanchi kubewo be bamanyi ate banafuna obudde bwa dictionary. Anyway, guys, we are talking about helping. It's my question today, guys. You can ask your questions. So Buuza Buuza of you. I did literature 6 years, but I am sure even your literature teachers don't understand the English you're speaking now. It seems you went and got a certain dictionary and got those words these days. At the right time, I will use these words. The right time has arrived. So anyway, guys, today's Question Friday. Ask your question. Today we need Chimeza, Duncan Marisa agenda kuja, tugenda kuba ne council waffe, and today we're going to handle some of the laws or some of the sections of the Traffic and Road Safety Act for us to understand. These are key concepts that I thought we should handle. Then Duncan Mariso. I'm going to question him on what he has learned in Muburadde we wanai. Morning, between Toyota Raum and Subaru Impreza, which one do you advise a civil servant or a person to do? Anti Kakati Nima, it depends on what kind of civil servant you are. If you're the kind of civil servant that makes some money on the side like most civil servants do, Subaru Impreza is okay. But if you're the kind of civil servant that is conservative, strict to their salary, strict to their allowances only, like you don't get some money on the side like, you know, then buy the Raum. Ate Raum kati mubon nemwe moro kazalinya. Do you guys remember when we bought a Raum at 24 million? Now the Raum is 30 million. 30. There is a time when a Vitz was 13 million. Now it's 26 over. Erienka the 26, 27. The simanya na kumanya. Then zili mpya za 32. Ogula vitizi ya 32 kale nebuka. Before helping someone, even though if it's from the goodness of your heart, be ready to deal with the either outcome, good or bad, because you may never tell how the other person will react. Baganda bangi. Me, I think I I am not helping. I am not helping. And not because I'm a bad person. Not. It seems like now, for you to do anything, you need to get a license for it. Because if you don't have a license, that could be used against you. Like if you drive a sick person to the hospital, they ask you, are you an ambulance? Hey, then they'll arrest you for that. Why did you drive them? Why didn't you wait? Because the law clearly says itao. The law clearly says ambulances are the ones that are supposed to drive sick people to the hospital. So, oh, who are you to drive the sick person to the hospital? Is he your wife? Is the sick person your child? So how are you driving them to the hospital? Start! What wakagamba odasha kawandise ka sentence. After I have 35 million, what up-country car farm use can I buy secondly? 45 million. Okay, that's between 35 and 45. So, depends on what you want. Do you want a pickup truck, or you want any SUV? Because if you want SUV, you can buy Prados, a lot of Pajeros, because those are very reliable cars. Prados and Pajeros are a good thing, but you can also get like a Hilux. Nayo kwa Hilux obogenda funa ate nga simpya bulungi. Nenga ate mu Prado obogenda kweyagala. Obojja kweyagala Prados. But I've seen people buy Subarus for farm work. I don't know how that is working out for them, but I've seen people buy. Did you people see the Kenyan guy who refused to help a child that was being beaten by bullet ants? The guy said he feared being sued. The child wasn't crying, but waiting. Lemwe bagayi muzanya inze. Kati atola bedda, you'd be scared. Kati nze ne neighbor wange okungama muntu alirako omwana wange wali sisobola. You can be accused of sexual assault. You can be accused of rape. You remember this Hajj mchara we yagamba nti yali akwata muwala we. There are so many things that are happening that are strange. I don't know where the world is going. It's whatever is happening to the world is going to make us lose humanity. It wants me to run, clearly. I was thinking it's going to be raining and I don't run. But it's not raining, so I have to run. But I have to be fast because Friday is a crazy day. After when I got the accident, I was helping my neighbor, but I lost my car. I lost my time, I lost my leg, I lost money, and I'm not the same. But me, I can't stop helping with car. You should stop. Isaac, you should stop. You have already paid enough. Whatever price you have paid so far, it's better now. It's okay. Katonda naye ajja tegeera nti wagenda okulekerawo okuyamba ng'oyambye ne Katonda ategeera. Good morning. Lwaki emmoroka yeezikiza mu jam after driving for a long distance naye tekyamuka ne kkula ntakendeeza yadde anti okwo sikukyamuka. We did a DIY video. We're going to upload. It's one of the series that we are trying to do next on how to diagnose your own problems, and I think we handled part of that. We're in the video yange ddako. Naye ng'okwezikiza ebiseera ebisinga omuliro guba mutono eba tefuna muliro gumala. Jukira, I told you guys, a car works with three things: air, fuel, spark. Air, fuel, spark. Now, all those things can be insufficient even after moving, because emmoroka plaga bwe ziba nfu zisobola okukola omuzenga either nga tezinnabuguma oba nga zibugumye. Koiro bwe ziba nfu oba plug wires zisobola okukola omuzoogo either nga zibugumye oba nga tezinnabuguma. Nozo bwe ziba nfu oba nga teziteekayo bulungi zisobola okukikola either before or after. Ekimiro bwe kiba kikyafu kisobola okukola omuze either before kubuguma oba after kubuguma. Soko otandikira awo. Kitegedde muganda wange, soko otandikira awo. People these days are opportunists. I think we have to be careful when we help and the kind of help we offer. We say stop helping, but you will find yourself helping again, yet you... No, Dasha, you can help, but even when you help, I find that it's important that the people you're helping sign agreements that they have allowed you to help, and that if anything goes wrong, you're not accountable. I helped my OG when her kid was sent home for fees, balance, yet was seating people last year. But up to date, she refused to pay back my 300K, yet her hubby is abroad and is also my OB. Sorry, I think you are taking on a responsibility that was not yours. For me, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Where ozunga chi katumulabon. If you go side mirrors, let's go to Sawaya Queen to Lago Fanana. Enga sina chama yonso kentu nuleyo. Wajja tambula. Omanyi Sawaya Queen na ubo watambula. Ndi mubasoose. Starch. Gwe nkutadde mirimu, good morning. Starch gwe nkutadde. Kati gwe nkutadde. Kati oli Mungereza Starch. The day Dasha Gambia, the day Mommy said kindness will lead to my death, I took a step back. Ata abantu abakulu bo ebintu ebimu babirabinga babiyisemu. Abantu abamu kati waliwo era n'abantu abakulu nga they don't learn. Ne wabawo n'abantu abakulu nga they learn. And when they learn, they pass on the wisdom down to other people as well. And of course, guys, I'm sure you can see a poll on your screen. And the poll is asking you, how should we handle helping people? 1, you can choose to say help but record everything. 2, don't help, it's trouble. And 3, help and hope for the best. And the people that are saying don't help, it's trouble are winning, because 39% of you guys are saying don't help, it's trouble. And if I could vote, I will also vote that thing. Because when you help and record, yeah, then people say, did you have to record? You're showing off. Nenga, you're trying to keep evidence. You're trying to keep evidence. Mr. Arthur, bwoba weetaaga emirembe toyamba. Ensi yakyuka teringa edda. Era okuyiga kwa mirundi ebiri. Oyingira mu bbaala oba okweyingira. Oyigira ku balala oba okweyigirako. Ekirala senga nzija n'emmoroka okuva ebweru ng'esukka emyaka 15 bagikiza nayo osasula omusolo mungi. As long as you have your money. Tukyayogera ku oli omusajja eyaganye okuyamba omwana ng'ensanafu zimuluma. He recorded explaining why he ain't helping the child. He magistically matched. Navaawo. So Chairman Zach, so kugende bakebere Praga, bakebere Koiro, bakebere Ekimiro. Those are more or less the culprits. Praga sobola okukivaamu. Arthur, if you had a budget of 15 to 17 million and fuel isn't a big factor, would you recommend 2 used cars you can get in pristine condition? Mark X is the first car I would recommend at 15 to 17. It's the first car that you can get nga terimu ya chichi. You could also get the Harrier old model. There you can get either a 2.2 or a 3 liter. Missy Mark 2 grand. Why buy Mark 2 grand if you can afford the Mark X? If you could get a Crown, the Crown will also be a good one. Tezila you can the Crown is better. Mark X Crown Harrier old model. Nenga guys amazima gali nti ku milioni 15 17 ennaku zino emmoroka ennungi za yingi ni nnenemu. If you can get a Kluger, the Kluger will also be very good. Kluger. Then if you can get a Land Cruiser Prado 3 liter, ono tekali onaina kabalagaluri, that also mukwa 17 osobola kafunanga kalungi, because you have said fuel is not your issue, Joel. Size ezolowooza kuba kawundo nzibu yakufunanga nnungi ne bweba nkadde eba nzibu yakufunanga nnungi mu 10. Which other car? Nabanga zezo. Endala gye ziri osobola ozifuna, but they might disturb you, they may not be a good thing. Ata help people with no expectations. Anti mirimu kati edda people help with no expectations. These days you can help someone and end up in, if it's accident, someone stops breathing, unconscious, issues first aid, but call bystanders to witness what you are doing. Don't help it's trouble, they take you for granted. Are there any success stories from people who have helped? Giving first aid is a must help if you know how to do first aid, like Mose. If you know how to do first aid. You drive a nice car like a Range Rover and people hit you. Nico Aboye, good morning. How are you? Markex is okay, kabisa. What's the fuel consumption of a Kluger? 2.4. What do you know is a 3 liter? I stepped in the hospital for days with a friend that had no one to be with. After she said I'm a bad person, yet I pledged to my parents to let me sleep out. If you can't help someone in accidents, someone who collapsed, heart attack, first aid, help is a must, but informed by standards. Lucky Mose, boba tomanyi first aid, kati fa abamu tetuli ba scout. The first aid ngenda genda mu Red Cross giga kati. Sigimanyi. I think because
after helping an elderly
let me just show the people that have not seen the video
90-year-old
first.
Annie was taking
You see
a
the
walk
video.
in her garden when she tripped over a stone. A pizza delivery driver was ordered to pay $500,000 after helping an elderly woman who had fallen. 90-year-old Annie was taking a walk in her garden when she tripped over a stone. Nearby, Justin, a delivery driver, happened to see her fall. He immediately rushed over, helped her up, and escorted her safely back home. Annie thanked him sincerely, saying, "If it weren't for him, I don't know how long I would have been lying there." But just as Justin was about to leave, he was stopped by Annie's family. They were furious, accusing him of pushing her down in the first place. Justin repeatedly denied it. "I didn't push her, I just helped her up." But Annie's son, Ben, snapped back. "If you didn't push her, then why did you help?" Angry and frightened, Justin called the police. Yet when officers arrived and asked Annie what had happened, she claimed Justin had pushed her. With no surveillance cameras.
Bamusabye dola emitwalo 5 nti yasindise maama waabwe. Dola emitwalo 5. Do you know how much money that is? Because you help someone get up when they fell. After I paid university tuition for young cousin, I don't even expect anything or respect from her. Mirimu, or your cousin, there are things that we do not because we are helping them, but we are helping ourselves. Guys, let me say this again. When you help a family member, you're not helping them, you're helping yourself. Any family member of yours that's going to be in bad condition might end up disturbing you in the future. So buli yamba family member oto yamba ye ogenza okukirabanga bw'otamuyambe teri ajja kumuyamba ate bw'atayambibwa kati mu maaso yagenda kufuukira ekizibu. So there you're not helping. Okitegeera, you're helping yourself toyamba oli. Today everyone should learn first aid. Your kid wife can get a heart attack, bone fracture, accident. I think we should. I also want to learn first aid. I've seen a few videos. But ekintu ekimalamu amaanyi e Uganda wano nti first aid omuyiga n'otuuka eri mu ddwaliro nga teri musawo kati. Oyo kasita muzungu, it's okay. But senga about the black, oh. I lent a person in California with 2,000. Then later the person got a deal of 40,000. I asked for some help 1,000. The person ignored me and left me for dead. I'm done with helping people. Nimwe boda nyingi. Mukimanyi nti boda nyingi e Kampala. Eba na Uganda basira wano omusajja wa loole. Awulira okundeka nnyingire mu layini afa. Mulagai, there is a poll on your screen. You vote. How should we handle helping people? And of course, it's a tie between people that are saying don't help, it's trouble, and people that are saying help and hope for the best. Oyamba, no sabida baleme kusiba, because the good things that come out of help are things you have been taught to not expect. Like literally everyone is telling you, don't help expecting anything in return. So kati utwama staringa osicho, twama staringa ntuka kati buyamba omuntu, toba akocho osuubira, icho kyo twakitegeera. Naye kati obuzibu obuliwo nti osobola okuyamba ate ne bakugulako omusango. Like you guys have seen, you can give someone a lift, they get a heart attack, die in your car, and you end up locked up for murder. Ontegeera nti senga otwalako omuntu nafuna accident mu moroka ne mufuna accident mu moroka eyo, then that's also a problem. So the question for me is, how should we handle help? Zenga other option is semba sinza gitwala, help and hope for the best. What if the best? What if the worst happens? Ontegeera, what if the worst happens? Kati, the thing is, helping has a lot of red flags around. Nti bobono yamba omuntu fokulaba nga abantu bangi bakulaba nti omuyamba. Okitegeera. Bobono yamba omuntu fokulaba ensinti etegeera. Era kati kyanenya bana abantu boku TikTok abayamba abanaku. Na recording okubona ku lwamufunye nga buli naku amu recording lero twalidde ennyama. They record every step of the way. I no longer I don't want to even blame them for recording, because that's evidence that I think that should be kept. That's evidence that should be kept. The whole concept of helping, y'all got it in different dimensions. The thing is, prevailing circumstances lead to whom you're helping and how. Mugea Kelvin Pade, yes. Good morning. Bro, border and got too much. Yes, that's our country. That's the level of development where we are at. In Africa, helping is good, but only God will reward you. Oyambo omuntu nakufukira problem. I think we should help people we know, not strangers, like family members or long-term friends. In this life, we must admit everyone needs help in life-threatening condition, but other cases which are not life-threatening don't help. Guys, continue voting. 41 votes so far, and the guys that are saying help and hope for the best are winning. You're winning. So the popular opinion is that we should help and pray to God to bless us. That's the popular opinion. Aba taxi baraba. Owa taxi ayagala okulemesa okuyingira line. Kati mukwagala okulemesa okuyingira line. N'atula naye alawo bayo competing. Obusiru obuli kwabo. Abaye kirabika ekyokudduka kyo siina bwe nkidduka olwaleero ngenda kudduka kwagala butayagala. I am going to run. One thing I've realized with helping people, they keep on coming back. Family members, it's okay. Where you can. That's the thing. You see the thing with helping. You give someone a lift one time and they start waiting for you on the road. Like they bought the car. I took a guy once. Nemutwarako. Se unatandika okuninda. Nanindo gwasoka nemuyitako ndoza nagala ikati yandabi. Nanindo ogwaddako nanyimiriza. Era nemuyita ogwasembayo yansangira ddala mu kona wempetera anti. Nemuganzire eri nensoka nzirayo. Kubanga now they make it a habit. Sometimes I just want to be alone in my car. I want to have my own peace. Sometimes the thing, for example, me, I think the cars are so much in my blood. The thing with giving a lift to someone is giving a lift to someone is one. The thing with giving a lift to someone is that when you give someone a lift, you start being uncomfortable. You cannot do the things that, like me who moves with my family. There are conversations we can have because we are used to having those conversations. But when you give someone a lift, now you need to be mindful. All the comfort that you have in your car goes away. But if you give someone a lift once, probably because it's raining, and then they start waiting for you, then it means they are going to infringe on your privacy. You can no longer have your conversations. If you want to be a poor man, don't help. Why do Europe and they keep aiding Africa? The benefits are big. They don't help. Like Mose, Europe and America, they don't help us. They invest. Like Mose, you got the concept of helping different. The thing is, for you to be able to benefit what you're saying, like Mose, just be helpful to other people. Don't yamba. Be useful to other people. Earth and car lovers, even Jesus Christ would reach a point asking a blind man, but Mayas, what may I do for you? The concept of helping and getting blessings, watochi to tebubi. America tebatu yamba by investing. They want all their money back and they get it all back. I think that's the difference. Ogwagwa simanyi na byavuga bwe tumala omuyitako kati yemmanga ejja ttambula. Lucky Mose, America tebatuyamba, America bayinvestinga. Musajja. They invest. They give us money and they get it back. Bali tebayamba namwe. Mbu you say mbu Good morning from Kenya. Hi, how are you, Makaranja? The concept of idea of helping comes from discernment. If your spirit leads you to help, then do it. If your spirit feels uneasy about helping someone, then don't. It's wisdom. Thank you, Karanja. I'm telling you, they make it a habit, and later on they talk bad about you. You're showing off. Exactly. So at me, I have a friend of mine. For him, when he's driving and going to work, he can even find a neighbor going in the same direction. He would even greet him. Good morning, good morning. You're going to town. Oh, even me, I'm going to town. See you there. And he drives off. Now, me, I've not gotten to that level. At least me, I pretend to not see you. I pretend to not see you. But the other one doesn't even, he will even greet you, even show he's going there, and then he will go on. He will leave you to take your border. The impressor you reviewed is fire. Hello? I don't have time for helping because no one helps me. I can only help kids, but adults, never. I think that's a thing. But basically, we have to admit we have also been helped at a certain point, either directly or indirectly. All of us, we have been helped at a certain point in time. I think one person I cannot forget, when I was in Bakayimbira, I was 16 years old. I'm in Bakayimbira. Now, we never used to get transport allowance. We never used to get paid. You walk to the theater, you walk back home. I think that's for me, that's the motivation for me to pay my actors. I pay them. I always make sure that even if we don't have money, when people come to work with me, they get all their transport back, minimum. But try koranga mbaka iminanga tufuna day chikumi. So this one time we rehearsed until midnight, and I was young, I think. So something in me told me we were going to stay there until tomorrow morning. So I was backstage and I slept off. Someone wakes me up. Arthur, we are going home. I had to walk from they called it what? The theater? Pride Theater up to Mutungwe. But there's one woman I never forget. Bamwita Namakura. Yampa nusuru kumi. At that time nusuru kumi lwali lungi. Ne kusawa mukaga ogwekiro nga bodo ogenda jijja we kutwala. So I kept my 1K and walked. But me, I can never forget. Okay, I'm hard to forget. I think I'm hard to forget. What do traffic you want to eat? What traffic? I want to imagine it was so yeah, I take every time I find her, I remind her. Right? Bakama bafa babakayimbira bo bavuganga moruka gabwe ne kagenda ne batulabanga tutambuza ebigire nga tebamanyira gye tuva kusaba mukago ogwekiro. And for me, I saw that as long as I don't have the money to fund a production, I will not get actors to come work with me, because you don't have money. Why are you doing the production? Ate bo sente bazikolanga okitegeera. So you can help, yes, but I find that every time you help, make sure that the help you're offering doesn't lead to a bad outcome. For example, if Oyongo Mchara yampa nusuru kumi, there was nothing bad that could come out of her giving me 1K. But there are instances, for example, when someone is hungry, a kid is hungry, you give them food. What if they are allergic? Zemtabani wangi tell you watermelon because he's allergic to watermelon. Kati womwa watermelon, na afuna allergic reaction ne kutwala mu court ne ngambo no yabadde agala poisoning mutabani wange. Nyina ntanu wanga atanywa mata, he's allergic to milk. Ngomwa mata nga afuna allergic reaction. Nanzija nga nkulopa. Ngambo no yabadde mutabani wange obutwa. Mutabani wange badde agenda kunfaako. Ngamba bampe million 2 awo. Ontegeera So I find that helping is okay, but mwenkuba bwetonya mukimanyi waliwo abatunda ebipapula bya boda baabo. Bali awo ku street balina ebibox. Obala abayinstallinga iyo nayo business bakaya ayakokola minusu nga 2 oba 5. You guys get the concept of helping, nti kati waliwo situations we taina kuyamba nti you can get sued, and nowadays abantu basuwinga ebiteetagisa okudduka kiriya teri kuba yadde nakatono era kati nene kwasambusidde se wale costume y'okudduka nazenje ambadde muddu y'okudduka nazenji na kale wentusawo munkuba awo ne ngamba singa enkuba ebeera etonya gyenzirukira naye mukanda wange enkuba negamba you will run. Katonda ali aseka kijja kudduka kiri mugamba abantu kutayamba bannaabwe kijja kudduka kidduke era muna kangene nziruke. So guys, there is a poll on your screen. Tulonde. The poll is asking you, how should we handle helping people? The first option tells us to help but record everything. Me, I am for that. I will help, but I will record everything. Nenyina we sijja kuyambira bwenalina akagende ye Matugga. I have a neighbor of mine nga manyo kubanga abana bava okuwumula nangamba athabande etireko sikyasobola kukikola. Sikyasobola kukikola. Sikyasobola ekyo kukikola. Why? Because there is a lot of negative outcome. There is a lot of trouble that could come out of that. There is a lot of bad that could come out of so sikyasobolera ddala kukikola. Nalinga olumu natwalako omukazi omufumbo yava na ku boda network ebadde evuddeko twalako omukazi omufumbo sakitwala munundi takikola munundi gumu emirundi gyawera naye nenkubamu akafaananyi neŋŋamba nti kati senga bbaawe ave n'agamba gwe obadde okwana mukazi wange gwalemesa amaka gange ku kyalo konna PR ange efa oba si kyekyo osenga omukazi ave n'agamba namukwata oba nagezaako okumukwata egyo emisango gyonna minene ntandiko bayitako ne bwe mbasanga bali basatu kati mbayitako neŋŋenda si mu bubi nti nyina empisa emi naye mbayitako saagala I remember there is a time I was on the broadcast radio Sunday, you remember? Nempita ku bakazi ba neighbor bange. Ne mbayitako ne balaba bw'emmotoka yange nga bagimanyi neŋŋenda neŋŋamba izu. Ndi wampisa mbikambe. Naye omukazi omufumbo izino enogo zone area totwalako. Sajja aveeri nga omuntu abadde ali ku mukazi we mulala ne yeekwasa ggwe ekyalo kyonna bagala olw'okuba alina akamotoka. Anyway guys, kamba sibulenge nenziruke mukama Katonda asazeewo kudda eri aseke nze nga nziruka mu bunnyogovu buno nga mpita mbizi. I don't have time for helping. Okay. No. But just because we hope to give lifts different makes sense. Nze lift sijja zigaba. Sijja. Solo, X, good morning. Lucky Mose. Why give car lift to someone who planned to walk already? The text UFV. They get next to ours. What do a guy with a car? Now he doesn't give lifts. It be you're going to say Bakagambo Chako. Like Moses said, never give a lift to someone already agenda time. Romuntu yavude wenga ina plan zamanyi wagendo tuka jala gate gomwe wesako lift. Some cases people refuse to help, so learn hard working. That's why some people renting, they come back home and enter, close the door. Talk about the allergies. People should avoid giving foods to kids who ain't theirs. The siwa mwana atari wange mmeri. Bwabali allergic enough. Afira na uwo. Nebagamba wamuse. Oduke mu cold weather. Dasha ngenda kuduka. It's a routine. Era bwe nemara sidduka wano ekintu kiyinza okunnumiriza obulamu bwange bwonna tewadduka luli. Tewalina nsonga lwaki tewadduka Katonda enkuba yagirekezaawo. Mu kisaawe nga wakalu lwaki tewadduka era ngenda kudduka Isbaldgas 99 Tabo, a nice daily driver. Emmotoka za Tabo bw'oba osobola okuzireka okujjako nga it has a high reliability score. Subaru Tabos don't have a very good reliability score. Arthur, when you help people, sometimes and many times they start feeling entitled to your property and money. Anyways, I only help my siblings and selectively. Even me, I don't sit in my neighbor's cars when I leave mine home with the intention of using taxi. Me, I don't ever have intention of using taxi. Okujanga sina moroka. Awo nagana nja kusibe waka mbere depressed. Hey. All of us said that nagula na akagari nyina nakozesa taxi awo ali bufuwa na mukadde nengula akagari. Kagari ne kannemo okuvuga n'embeere waka. All of us, we need to embrace the idea of social contract and corporate social responsibility in our residential areas. Steady! Lift imposing and nonze bala. Nzo wajaji neyiwamu kaponcho, at least I'm not feeling cold. Juko Nicholas. Guys, kamba sibulenge nenziruke. Mukama Katonda yasazeewo nziruke yaseke. Era kimanyi aliyeyo kati afezo kubali ne Yesu gwebeko nako bati. Simanyi Katonda naye mutabani wa muyita Yesu. Ayinza oba ine erinnya lyamuyita ery'ekika. Oba Yesu eryali erinnya ly'ekika. There are things we need to think about. Christ eryali erinnya ly'ekika nga Katonda bw'aba ayita mutabani Christ. Yeah? Abaye. Gwe. Kireka Katonda abeereyo mu ggulu n'agamba Christ. Guys, kama sibulenge nenziruke. Muyombya Mark, motion by Benji, Mpanga Godfrey, Richard Lwanga, Juka Blair, Lawrence Bya Mukama, Lawrence Omule, Ricky Chikawa, Dasha 2568. Lero tuyina ekimeza guys temusubwa. CBK Gilbert Amanya Katamba, Isaac Katende, Mula Mik, Kato Muhammad, Lucky Mose, Dasha 256, Joka Bali, Muyombya Mark, Jones Info, Henry Modern News, motion by Benji, Lucky Mose, Richard Wanga, tusingwire Obed Somalia, Savage Queen, K Jovan, Male Joseph Kayongo, Ika Kawagama, Enoch Kawagama, Council Patrick Kasiku, Emmanuel, Mark Suna, Starch Events, Sudaisi, Joel Kabali Nakumaze, Sibamaze Eno Igumba Jonathan, Chovio Alex, Abadi Mukamori, I don't take you for granted. About our video later. Guys, tell people to subscribe. Tuweza abantu emitwalo 10 komite tujikuze tufune kali akantu ka silver mukateke daka YouTube kegaba tukafune. Tell people to subscribe. Boboso bora mama ugeno mujeke simu subscribe nga tuweze abantu emitwalo 10. Kiyamba ko algorithm. Umanyi our channel is a niche channel. Si ya buli kimu. Kitegeeza channel yaffe engeri gye nti it's a niche channel. For us to be recommended to so many other people, we need to get the numbers up. Chairman Zach, Sale Kazibwe, Mirimu, Juko Nicholas, new condition is 15 mark. Exeba nunji. Mark exe 15 eba nunji. Teba ampya. Mark my words guys. Bobono nya mark exe 15 nga ampya bideke. Ejja kubaamu ebitanyirira bulungi, ebitanyuma bulungi. Na ye eba nunji. Mbamaze. Boost King, Nick Wabuyi, Julia Sengoba, Mulamik Nakumaze, Mageya Kelvin Pade, Mugeya Kelvin Pade, Yusuf Binaj, Magembe Frank, Akalija Gerald, Ngabirano Eric Angelo, Mark Karanja from Kenya, yeah? Basic Chris, Atoso Emmanuel, Solo Extra, Jonathan Semuwanga, Kasa yongera kuduka kilomita 7. Ate nalaba anfanga nerali kirira. Kangende nziruke. Will I die? Tituganye ngenda kuduka ngebiziwe ebiri naye ngenda kuduka. Nothing is going to happen to me. Sibamaze omulowooza Karim Lamadedu senga minunti yafaire amanyembozi ya Yesu. Helping is a trap. Nena fe Mukamori. I don't take you guys Mukamori afa kisusizamu. Julia Sengoba Katonda siye Yesu. Yesu mtabani wa Katonda. Yes. Yesu mtabani wa Katonda. Yes, some of you guys did not watch the movies. You don't read the Bible. God is God. There is God the Son, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Guys, I wish you a very lovely day. I'll see you Muchimeza Chemoro 7 p.m. May the good Lord bless you. 42% have said help and hope for the best. Nobody about help but record everything sometimes. Most of the times don't help at all. Running in this cold weather and go yamba de sleeveless. Atentu yana. Nyo, egera kufayonge tu yanyo. I'm very healthy. Guys, I wish you a very lovely day. See you in the evening. Is there anything to use in unblocking the exhaust system to pour through the fuel tank to stop struggling? No, just take it to a good exhaust guy. But jajan blocking. They need like an hour or 2. Guys, bye-bye.